So lastly, I want to do a tag. Now, I've been wanting to get back into tags. I like copied down a bunch of tags. There are 46 questions, and I was looking them over. I said I could have sworn that I did these, but I was going through my tag videos, unless I'm overlooking something, and I didn't see them. So I might have individually answered these in other tags. But here goes. My name, as you know, is Charlene. My birthday is March 5th. Question number 3, I'm 5'6". I have a brother and 2 sisters and 2 illegitimate, a sister and a brother. Yes, my father was a player. I have 2 pets. My favorite color, is purple. My favorite song, I have so many. But the first one that comes to mind is Always and Forever, because that's my wedding theme song. So, but I have many. My favorite restaurant at the moment is Papacitos. It's my favorite because their food is delicious. My favorite drink. I love coffee, but I can't have it a lot because of my kidneys. But I love coffee. But other than that is water. I don't like soda. I don't like juice. I don't drink any liquor. You already know why. So I would have to say just my favorite thing, just an ice cold water. And before, I used to not like any ice in it. And for the past, I would say maybe since October, I've been loving ice. I just chew on ice. I just love it. So I would have to say water. My favorite gum, I used to like to chew peppermint gum so I could have fresh breath. But I don't really chew gum a lot anymore. My favorite snack, I guess right now, I just like my fruits because they're sweet and they satisfy my sweet tooth. So like I like strawberries, watermelon, oranges, pears. So I guess my fruits. My favorite dessert, the first thing that comes to mind is like dulce de leche. I love that. So I mean, there's banana splits, there's pistachio ice cream. Those were my favorite desserts. My favorite ice cream flavor is pistachio from Ben and Jerry's. My husband says that there's like an addictive ingredient in there. My favorite movie, Lord of the Rings. And I explained once before why that. I must have explained it a couple times, but it basically changed my life. I think I already told the story, how I was at the lowest of the low. I mean, the lowest of the low in my life. And I went to see that movie, and it like snapped me out of it. And yeah, I had lost hope in God and in humanity and everything. And that movie changed my life. It brought me back my faith in God, my faith in humanity. And the reason being is that if Hollywood could capture that selflessness and put it in a movie, the movies are so gory and bloody and violent and sexual, and yet this movie was just totally about selflessness for the good of mankind. Just sacrificing everything or risking your life to save mankind. That, I said, if Hollywood can capture that, then there is hope for mankind. And so that really changed my life. What is your favorite TV show? At the moment, Once Upon a Time. I believe I did answer that question before. Once Upon a Time. When did I get into makeup? I've said this before. When I was 5 years old, I used to play with my grandmother's makeup. Every Sunday, I would go straight to my grandmother's bathroom when I went to go visit her, and I would play with her makeup. How did you get into doing videos on YouTube? See, I know that these must have been like maybe this is like a bunch of questions put into one, but I know I answered this one. My son and my daughter got into YouTube, and my daughter, who was a tomboy, got into makeup and had me watch some YouTube videos. I saw X Sparkage, I saw Be a Star, I saw different people, and that like really renewed my love for makeup. And then my husband could encourage me to start doing makeup videos because he knows how much I love makeup. And so that's how I got into YouTube. If I won $1 million, what I would buy first is a house. My dream house would be the first thing I would buy after I paid off all my debt. The first thing I would buy is a house, the furnishings, and 2 cars. So that's what I would do with $1 million. I'm tired of living in apartments. This apartment is small. After I've been living in 1,640 something, I'm down to like a 1,200 foot apartment, square foot apartment, and it truly makes a huge difference. And you can't put pictures on the walls and stuff like that. And I would like a home so I could make it mine, so I could put up all my pictures, my decorations, and make it mine, So yeah, that's what I would do. What side of the bed do I sleep on? Depends on where we move to. Usually I sleep away from the door because it creeps me out at night. I think something's gonna jump out. My dream car would be a car that's spacious, roomy in the back for us to put the groceries, or let's say I buy a small piece of furniture or something, or want to move furniture. Like I brought the rocking chair to my brother's house for me because I go over there once a week, and so at least, and so something that's roomy. So like when you go on vacation, you could fit all your suitcases, and just I can't bend to get into a car. It's horrible for me. So something that's roomy, something that's bigger, something that I fit more comfortably in and fits the 5 of us. And plus, if family comes, I could fit them too. So, I guess it would be like some sort of an SUV or a van or a minivan. If I could take a spontaneous trip, maybe even go to like Canada and England. The 2 places I wouldn't mind going to is Canada and England. Because in Canada was the Anna Green Gables tour, and in England you have the J.R. Tolkien, author of Lord of the Rings. You can do the tour for him. You can do Jane Austen, my 2 favorite writers. You can take a Jane Austen tour. You can take a tour of palaces of the kings. That fascinates me. Ever since I watched King Henry VIII with my mom when I was like 5 years old. So I guess it would probably be England. I still don't know where in the world I want to live. That's the next question. I don't know where I want to live. I'm still looking for that perfect place. I can tell you what I'm looking for. A place where the temperature is about 70 degrees most of the time. Where there's always, it's warm, but always has a nice cool breeze. And I'm not talking about my husband. But a nice cool breeze. I'm talking about a real cool breeze. Where you can just open up your windows and let the air go in. A nice quiet place. Maybe a nice suburban community where, everybody knows each other and is there for each other type of thing, and visit and, do things like that. So wherever I can find that would be the perfect place I would want to live. My favorite day of the week, it might be Saturday because I usually just take that day to relax. I'm tired from doing everything I have to do during the week, and then Sunday's my day to go to my brother's house. So Saturday, I do my best to just relax. So I guess I would say Saturday. My favorite holiday, I know this is probably like everybody's favorite holiday, but I really, really love Christmas. I love the lights. I love the snow. I love the tree. I love the music. I love, you go shopping, you see the stores, you see the music. Everybody decorates their house with lights. You could go to, like, usually around that time, you go to Festival of Lights in some places. So I guess it would have to be Christmas. I just love the whole feel of it. The three sites I like to visit frequently are YouTube, Twitter to see what's going on with Nouveau Cheap, Facebook. That's where I socialize, is Facebook. If I could have a famous person as a sibling, absolutely nobody comes to mind. Do I have any piercings? My ears, and that's it. I don't have any tattoos. What's more important, money or love? Love. Like the Beatles, all you need is love. Yeah. Because money can't really buy you true love. It might buy you sex, but it's not going to buy you true love. Because what happens if the money goes, you know? So love, definitely love. Someone you can share your life with, you know? Talk to and enjoy life with, you know? The things I can't leave the house without are my keys and my wallet. But also, I have to, here in Texas, I have to wear sunglasses, sunscreen, and a sun hat. Always growing up, my turn off in a guy was always when they were cocky, when they thought that, you know, they were players, and I never like went for that type of guy because I didn't want to get my heart broken, you know. So that always a turn off to me. If a guy is like all handsome and cocky, and you know, you see that they're always chasing after girls, and they, you know, superhero power. I would like two superhero powers. One would be to fly. I love the wind blowing through my hair, and the other one would be influence. The power of influence. I believe in X-Men there was a girl who could touch you and influence you. So I would love that. Specifically when a traffic cop stops you and you know you wasn't doing anything wrong, but they're just trying to fill their quota. Yeah. Power of influence. I just open up my mouth and they walk away. Am I a morning person? Nope, not really. I'd rather stay up late than get up early. I don't think I've ever been a morning person. I don't know. I think like at night, everything finally calms down and quiets down, and you know you have to go to sleep. I don't know. That's the time I like the most. My favorite book is Lord of the Rings. And second would be all the Jane Austen novels. Do I sing randomly? Yes. Yes. I used to sing constantly. I used to drive people crazy. But now I find myself, I hum and sing something. I'm right-handed. What I wear every day is my jammy. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, baby. I think I answered this earlier. Countries I would like to visit are like Canada, England. What did I look like as a baby? You saw my picture. I'm not trying to brag, but I've seen my baby pictures. And I was really a beautiful baby. The only thing was I didn't have hair. So what does my purse or bag look like? I just bought a new bag. I had the other one for about 2 years or so. And it was small because of my back. I can't carry anything. But now that I have my sunglasses, it doesn't fit in there. So I got something a little bigger. And then now that I have an iPhone finally, I've had an iPhone for almost a year. Before that, I just had the little tiny flips. So those iPhones are really bulky. So I really needed something bigger. So I got that. I don't have an iPod. My iPhone is black. Yeah, it asked what was the last song I played on my iPod. I don't play songs on my iPhone. Again, my iPhone is just for calling, making phone calls with. What kind of phone do I have? An iPhone. iPhone 3. Bad habits. See, I've said this before. My bad habit is I'm constantly scratching my ears. I know that's kind of gross to some people, but I have they're getting worse, but especially here in the spring. Actually, my allergies weren't as bad as they were now in the spring. The spring kicked my butt. But yeah, my ear constantly is itching me, and I'm constantly scratching it. And my husband gets mad because he's afraid I'm gonna hurt my eardrum or something. But that's probably my bad habit, is scratching in my ear. And I do it in my videos, and I'm sorry if it's gross, but it's just constantly itching me. So I have a Twitter. I started a Twitter just to put a picture. Started following like only for the sales, like sugar pill to see if there's a sale, lime crime to see if there's a sale. Okay, a random fact about me. I don't know what random fact to tell you about me because I've done so many tags that I'm like an open book. You guys like know me. So it's like I really don't know what random fact to give you. Because I basically told you everything. I have no idea. I love animals. Hate, people who abuse animals. I mean, I don't know if I've said that before. And people who hurt animals, I think, should be convicted as if they were hurting people. I think that's the first thing that comes to mind. All right. So next week I'll start my silver series, and I have a surprise contest for you. Okay. Bye.